Welcome back, viewers, and we're here at the Kurnatowski Gallery, and we've snagged Craig Olson here. We're going to take a look at his show. Okay, tell me the title again.
18 Melodies for the Barbarian Flute.
The Barbarian Flute. What the hell does that mean, Craig?
I don't really know. It's a sort of poetic engagement with the work.
Now, I glanced at, we'll sort of swing around here and take a quick kind of overview of the installation here. I glanced at Thomas Michelli's article, and he was talking about kind of almost a mystic kind of attitude, spiritual attitude towards art. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this as we look at some of your paintings?
Yeah, well, Tom, that interview, Tom's conversation seemed to revolve around the occult.
The occult. Well, what's the title of this piece?
Vessel States.
And all of these pieces are on wood, right? They're all
They
wood
are all
panel?
on wood. They're all on wood, acrylic on wood. There's some ink into the acrylic, but it's mainly acrylic on wood.
All right, so we were talking about the occult. Is that an occult symbol, or is that Mercury, or what is that?
I guess, yeah, it's the symbol for Mercury within the alchemical lexicon. And then there's some things of my own in there. It's an interest of mine that stems from, a lifelong engagement with painting.
You've been tasting on the mushrooms and that stuff lately, or?
Sure, always. The vegetable world. The vegetable world is a profound thing. As James Hillman says, the garden is not nature. The garden is art. Nature is what lies beyond the garden wall. So these works really very much are involved with that world of art.
Now tell us about this piece. This is maybe one of the larger pieces in the show. What's its title?
The title of this is Source 1, number 1, Source number 1. Like many of the pieces here, it just came from just working in this realm, working with these materials.
Tell us about the shapes. Some of these look like they could be just maybe scraps of wood, but this one, obviously, you spent a lot of time sort of designing the shape. How do you see the shaped panels or the shaped grounds in relationship to a kind of a formalist abstract approach to painting?
Well, in that context, it's a way to deal with the edge of the object in a way that maybe hasn't been dealt with in a very long time. Probably not since I don't know what we would say, the 16th century, 15th century, that we've been shaping wood and making an image within that context. Since then, it's basically been taking the square and the rectangle for granted, really, that's the format of picturing. It has to be on a square or rectangle.
I think that might have something to do with the market, in that that's just like an easier way to store things.
Could be.
How about this piece? What's the title?
Secrets of the Bain-Marie. The Bain-Marie, as many know, is a cooking device. It's basically a boiled pot of boiling water in which you put another pot within that boiling water and cook the contents.
Like a double boiler.
Double boiler.
Okay. Is there a particular brand of mystical knowledge that you subscribe to, or is it you just sort of taking more of an overview of the whole thing?
Well,
this is a nice piece. What's this title?
Ways of Studying Nature. Yeah, you could call it a brand, but it's more specifically, it would be maybe a polytheistic worldview as opposed to a monotheistic worldview.
Okay. Are there any contemporary artists that you look to that have sort of melded that type of spiritualism in with abstract painting?
Well, yeah, in terms specifically of abstract painting, definitely. Artists like Peter Aitchison, Chris Martin, for me, Kathy Bradford touches in that area.
How about some of the early modernists?
Realm, John Yao, these figures who are really working in a way that doesn't define one particular style over another.
I really like this piece. What's its title?
Baba Yaga's Secret.
Baba Yaga's Secret. And one of the things I like about this one is that although it is shaped, it's a fairly simple shape. And it kind of actually adds to the imagery, I think.
Yeah, thanks. You know, I was thinking a lot about Jackie Ungerman, and he does a lot of the, those quatrefoil shapes. It really hit me when I saw his show. I think it was last year or the year before. Last year, I think.
Let's wrap up on this piece here. Der Raumschmuck. Is that what it says?
That is what it says. Old German.
The room. Where's Schmuck? Is that jewelry?
Yeah.
The jewelry of space, or is this, what is your translation of that?
My translation is a double meaning. On one context, yeah, the room jewel or the space jewelry, and on another, quite literally, the flat-footed is the room decoration.
Ah. Okay, anything else you'd like to add for the viewers? Something profound, Greg, come on, give us something profound.
Well, in the most profound thing I've heard in probably the last 20 years, in the words of Warren Zevon, enjoy every sandwich.
I'll go along with that. Okay, Craig, what was the title of the show again? 18 Melodies?
For the Barbarian Flute.
For the Barbarian Flute. Here at Janet Kurnatowski. What's the address, Janet? 205 Norman Avenue in Greenpoint. And thank you, Kate. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated.
Keep up the good work.
Will do, will do.